A very, very warm welcome back to Six Ashes for episode 41 with me, MrSealyp. It's day one, early spring. You've already seen that on the night of day 5, late winter, I finished off, I got as much out the bunker silo as I could, and I pretty much did it before midnight, not quite all of it, hence the money has rocketed. Happy days. We did alright from that. There's a tiny little bit left in the bunker, and when I say tiny bit I mean like 700 litres that I missed because it was dark. And then all of day 6, late winter, was just looking after the animals. Ground was frozen, there was nothing I could do. I spoke to GB, got on the blower, spoke to GB, and he suggested that I go through and clear out, because there were loads of fertilising jobs just sitting, which obviously couldn't do. The ground was frozen, couldn't touch them. So he said to go through and clear them out. So it was a case of just accepting them, declining them, failing them, and then just wiping it clean, which I did. He also said that poplars will be dormant during the winter, so they're not going to grow. But you should find in spring they'll grow. Now here's the thing. I haven't checked at this point. I've come back on, the cows are in the way, proceed to muck out. Thank you to the people that commented to say, wouldn't it be easier rather than drive backwards and forwards with this to the manure pit to bring the trailer over. You know what, I already had the same idea. After doing it once on the last episode, I thought, I'm not driving backwards and forwards doing that. I'll bring the trailer over the day, I'll fill it up, and then I'll take it over in one trailer. That cow's going to go through the trailer, isn't it? Let me not. So that's what I did. Jeff was concerned that I had been putting manure into the bunker silo. Don't worry, Jeff, it's not the bunker silo. The bunker silo is just there. That's the bunker silo. I am putting it in the right place. I hope I am. It's certainly not a bunker silo, I did check. So that's all good. I'm more than happy. So yeah, we made money from the biogas plant. We have got a load of digestate. I mean a load of digestate. Which again, that's fantastic. We need the stuff. I say we need the stuff. I'm going to try something. I knew I was going to do that. I'll swing wide this time because I got caught a couple of times. Please tell me I'm not stuck. Simply in genius mode again. Yep. Every time I've done this over the last few days, I've got round there in one. You can bet your life as soon as you put the camera on, it never works, does it? Oh well. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm blissfully happy. It means I can do my cultivating because the ground's not frozen anymore. Look how much they're producing manure-wise. It's absolutely mad. So this field next to me, field 5, just over there, that's going to need cultivating. As are fields 51 and 21 and 22. I think by now I would remember the numbers, but it is what it is. So we're going to get down to the other cow farm. I haven't bought any more beef stock yet. I'm kind of still in two minds whether or not my kind of foray into beef is done, and now I'm going to turn my attention to dairy, maybe. But if that's the case, it seems pointless staying down at CJ Farms, although I do have the chickens there, so it's a kind of how do I view that? this will go back round and we'll set up. I am going to raise that up out the way so I can get round over the wall, because this is the one thing that does happen when I swing around this way. Oh, I still clipped it. Wasn't quite high enough. MrSealyp's Demolition Derby. Depends how you say it. I don't want to go on one of my rants. I know people have been waiting for ages. People have been asking when am I going to have my next rant about something. People seem to enjoy them. Old man has rant on Farming Simulator game. The game's supposed to relax me, not make me angry and ranty. But it is what it is. Right, I'll pop that there for the time being. It's about the pronunciation of words. Back to that again. Depending on where you are in the world, depending on where you are in a certain country, pronunciation of words changes massively. And when people will say to me, you know, words, especially like when I'm doing stuff and it's a German name or phrase or French, or oh, you'll find it's pronounced like, I'm not French, I'm not German, I'm not Norwegian, Scandinavian, from any of the Scandinavian countries. Pronunciation of some other words, they're just, I'm English. You know, I pronounce them how I was taught to pronounce them when I grew up, how I've always pronounced them. You'll find that down in the south of the country, we'll pronounce them different to the north of the country, to the west of the country, to Wales, to Scotland. You know, it is the way it is. So what we need to do is have a look at the map, because I need to check on, oh yeah, the poplars I haven't checked. Right, so let's go to growth and check on my fields up here, because soil composition, they all need fertilising again. Field 3 and 4 are grass fields. 6 has got wheat in. Oh, that's good. 5 needs cultivating. So they all need fertilising and cultivating. So I've got a load of my own fields to do. That's ploughed. That needs fertilising as well, I think. Yep, double need some more fertiliser. And then we move down. So, fields 24, 26 and 27. Soil composition is great. Growth. Yes! I couldn't be any happier. Oh, thank you, GB. I mean, thank you. I planted them, but I honestly got to the point, the end of winter, I was thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do now. And he did message me and say, look, it'll be fine. You know, just wait till spring. It'll click over. They'll grow. It won't be a problem. Right, I've got work to do. Store opened at 7:30. Opens at 7:30 for farmers. Sometimes, by special request, they'll open a bit earlier if there's something you need to collect. That's still sitting here. I do still need to move that. But we need a forage harvester. We need to lease a forage harvester. And we're going to use that fancy new Art Mechanics poplar header, which should be absolutely wondrous. So I'm going to go and grab those. I don't know what forage harvester to go for. I suppose a New Holland, consider I'm here. They're going to be expensive, but we made all the money from doing the stuff at the biogas plant. So I think, yeah, an FR 780. I didn't keep the other one. Should we go with that? Should have the oomph, shouldn't it? 775 horsepower. How much is that going to cost me? Let's do it. We need it. And then headers. We are going for, that's the regular poplar header, 130 FB, 2 meters wide. We don't want that. What we want is that, the Pop 6X. It should fit on this. I've made a mistake here. No, it should be all right. 6 meters wide. Trouble is New Holland. See, it's not a New Holland yellow. That's one thing that's puzzled me for quite some time on here. All different colours for different manufacturers. You've got New Holland blue, but not the yellow, which is odd. I think Challenger is the closest, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go with that. Rim colour, we'll put that New Holland blue just to be daft. Design colour we'll leave. Brands, oh, hang on. There isn't one for New Holland. Okay, let's leave that. Oh, hang on. I'm not going to get that down the lane, am I? I think I need to come up with the Land Rover, and maybe will we get it on the Berkman? Don't even know if it was strapped down, but it's got worth a try on it. Right, we'll hook it up, and we'll put it on the Berkman trailer. It's going to be the easiest way, or otherwise I'm going to be fighting this. Oh, I should have gone for white rim, shouldn't I? This is going to just honk through, isn't it? Awesome. Actually, I should have left that lowered, shouldn't I? Stored energy. Back in a mo. I went to hook up the Berkman trailer. It's too short, and it's got a quite high back on it, which does fold down to put stuff on, but you can't have just the rear ramp left folded down because it tips the entire trailer. So we're going to have to lease. I think I've still got. They might have the old i4 Williams ones. Maybe I can't remember. There was a double axle or a triple axle. Depends what they've got available at the store. So we'll grab one of those. It may work, it may not. If I can't strap it down, which I don't know if I will be able to. It might just be a case of just taking it a bit gingerly till we get down there. I'll get the poplars done, and then I'm going to get cracking on my cultivating and fertilising of fields. Let's see what they can do for us. Fingers crossed. Okay, 270 quid to rent. Don't know if that's going to be long enough, is it? We'll soon find out, won't we? I bet the straps won't go over it. Righty-ho. Oh, I should have got in that side, shouldn't I? Where's that? It does seem very long, doesn't it? That's still going to overhang. I needed a low loader. So I can even go over that. Oh no. Go on. You know you want to. Oh, that's not pretty, is it? Oh no. Hang on. Back up a bit. I want that to rock in a little bit. Try it again. Go on, just drop in. That's as good as we're going to get, really. It's ugly. Please strap. No. Oh well. Right, what I'm going to do is... Right, let's see if I can just give that a bit of... Sorry, I know this is a lot of fiddling around. Can I just give that a bit of a nudge on? There we go. Now we're in, sort of. Oh, for follow me. I think it's heavy enough, it's not actually going to go anywhere. Suspension on the old Landy's suffering a bit, isn't it? But it doesn't look like it's going to move. Result, I will take that. When you do need beacons, you haven't got them. Every time I go to pull out, it's like Piccadilly Circus. Right, let's go. Get off the main road as soon as possible. I honestly am so happy. Oh, I really honestly thought that would be it. Poplars, no. I know it's a silly thing, and but you know, it's like anything in life, isn't it? You have something in your head, you have a goal. It's one thing my wife does a lot. She'll plan things out. I've always tried to be a little bit more. I'm a bit OCD with certain things. In game, you know, there's a certain sort of list in my head of things I want to do. But with other things, like holidays and trips and anything like that, I'm a bit more kind of, you know what, we'll take it as it comes, see what happens, because you can never be too certain, you know. Whereas she's always been very much in her head, she'll kind of plan out how everything will go, you know. So if we're going to go out, I don't know, for the evening, for dinner or something, she'll have a plan in her head of where we're going to go, what we're going to eat, well, what she's going to eat, not what I'm going to eat, but what she's going to eat, and, you know, and then you get there and they haven't got what it was she wanted to have, and those types of things can then become a real downer for her, you know. And it's the same for anyone, you know. You have stuff set in your head of it's going to be this way, and when it's not, that can be devastating to a lot of people. It can be what tips people over the edge, and especially if a lot of things have been building up and that kind of thing, it can really cause problems. And weirdly, this doing the poplars was one of those things. From the minute I put them in the ground, I thought, you know what, I can use this header. It's going to be brilliant. I'll get, you know, it's a different way of doing wood chips. You know, then when it looked like it wasn't going to happen, it was kind of, I was in a real downer about it. Scary, isn't it? But that's, I guess, just human nature, isn't it? It's weird how your brain partitions as well. And I said before about being sort of OCD, and I would say mildly OCD, and it's the same I've mentioned loads of times. There's a spectrum, the same with autism and all those kind of things. And OCD is a form of autism, in a way. Having been taught it at school when I worked at the school, and all the things I kind of learned about dealing with autistic children and that kind of thing. And OCD, and there is a spectrum of how severe it can be. Debilitating for some people. For other people, it can just be as simple as making sure that when you hang out your washing, all the socks are of the same colour, or like pegs. My wife will be like, when you peg washing out, if you don't use the same colour pegs on the same item of washing, she freaks out. She'll go out and swap all the washing around. When we go to hotels or stay anywhere on holiday, she will fiddle around with the light switches so that when the lights are off, you know, often you'll get 2 light switches in a room. They have to be a certain way when they're off. I think pressed in at the top to be off, and then to turn them on, you press them in the bottom. And that will freak her out. She'll go around a hotel room doing those, like, and that sounds absolutely insane, doesn't it? So I was just sort of trying to put across that it's weird that in some situations that can be the case. In others, you can be a bit more kind of loosey-goosey with it and think, no, you know, it's not so bad. I don't mind about that. Right, now I'm going to have to open this because I can't remember which one it is. That one. I'm the wrong way around. I've just realised. Oh, seriously. Help me. I'll drive up and turn around. I'll open those sides. I'll see you in a bit when I've got the forage harvester. And let's get... There's poplars. I can't believe the poplars are ready. Okay. Rob very kindly has brought the tractor and trailer over. Just so you realise, I don't think the trailer will hook up to this. But if he runs this, I don't think we're going to be able to get a straight line across the field. It's the only problem with hiring workers, isn't it? Whoa. Bumpy. So, I have now turned it round and I have dropped the sides down, although there are those little bars there. I'm not sure how well this will work, but it's got to be better than... Yeah, it's better than it was. Oh, this is exciting. I don't think those yellows match up, do they? From outside it's difficult to tell, isn't it? So, how are we going to do this? We'll just check the map. Orientation wise, if we go in a straight line, it's going to take us kind of across there. Maybe if I do the corner first, will it do that and up and down? Maybe we can get next to it. Maybe. So we can get up to there. Do the corner first and then, I don't know, we'll see how we can do this. We can start on this one. So many decisions. Just realised as well, I've been neglecting my manure duties. I should have done that yesterday. I had the down day with nothing to do. Pipe out. Now, will this go? Can I get behind it? Oh, this is so good. Look. Oh, never thought I'd be so happy to see grown poplars. I'm just really curious about this header as well. This should absolutely steam through them. And we're putting all the wood chips into storage. This is, I like to have a bit of a backup. We used pretty much all of our silage at the biogas plant, which was never intended to be a backup. I mean, that was just because my crop wasn't going to grow. I didn't really have a lot of choice, so we ended up whole cropping. But it actually paid off really, really well. Is that going to reach? It is. To be honest though, considering this is fully, whatchamacallited, fully fertilised, I honestly thought with a 6 metre wide header we would get more wood chip than that. You know what? I've got the wrong harvester. I thought, I know it had a list of ones it would work on. Oh no, I can't take that back. It's lifting the front wheels off the ground. Doesn't like that at all. Oh dear. Nope, doesn't like it. Why is it? Can somebody tell me? Why is it nothing works properly when I do it on 6 ashes? The amount of times I've done forage work and I've done harvesting work and headers have been interchangeable and you can do this, you can do that. Sometimes you get the odd one that doesn't like it. I know there's always a jigsaw puzzle piece that says, oh, you should be using this, should be using that. Normally you can get away with most stuff. If it can go wrong on 6 ashes, it does. I'm going to see in a little while with another forage harvester, which is going to cost me more money. But I've got the money in the corner. So, am I going to make the money back from the wood chips I'm going to get off this field? Absolutely I will, because when I get a good price over the winter or I get a great demand like I have done before, I will more than make the money back at having to lease a second forage harvester. Maybe they'll be nice to me and let me have another one for free. Yeah, right, okay. It says it works on the Rostelmash F2650. That's what we've got. But isn't it funny how a YouTuber's mind works? I leased it, was driving down the road and suddenly thought, oh no, the header's now the wrong colour. The thumbnail's going to look awful. At this point, it will be what it will be. Whoa. This one seems a lot more kind of floaty on the back axle. Doesn't take a lot. You touch the steering and boom, it goes. Right, fingers crossed. Jolly good luck, everyone. Break a leg. I'm not quite sure we went off at that angle. That was odd. Doesn't seem to want to go. Hang on. That's the angle. Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah, that's the angle. It's straight, so that's going to be at 90 degrees to it. That's not good, is it? Hmm. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be a sensible direction to go in on this one. Find the trailer. There we go. Whether or not they will turn round. Come on, have a go. No? That is it? No, I'm done, thanks. I think. Oh, yeah. No. This was supposed to be a lovely thing. It was supposed to be a great thing to watch. What I need is a trailer on the back of that. There's no way that's going to hitch up. I don't know. I can't imagine it will. I have to lease another trailer as well. That is a ball hitch, isn't it? Not a pin hitch. I can't see that. Oh, can't see it working. Forage harvesters don't work with most trailers, so it'll be quite surprising. Yeah. Oh, it's so frustrating. Don't want a massive trailer. The angles on the fields are just all wrong. Just been a bit of to and fro in then, isn't it? Yeah, I really thought we were going to get more wood chip than this, you know. For a 6 metre wide header and the amount of poplar we've put in the ground. Why is it not turning around? Oh, just stopped. Frustrating much. I think of the best way to do this now. I mean, it's a good position to be in, even though it's not working how I hoped it was going to work. Maybe I'll just follow across the field behind them and see what happens. Right through the middle, up the middle with smoke. It'll work. I honestly thought I was going to get hundreds of thousands of litres off these 3 fields. There's me saying I'd have more than enough to cover the cost of leasing 2 harvesters. What's he going to do now? Oh! He's not going to back all the way up, is he? I honestly don't know where he's going now. It's going to be interesting. Come in the way of the header. Skills to pay the bills. Sort of. It's going so well to start with. We're still there. Oh dear. Needs must and all that. I wonder how much we will get off this. I'm thinking at this rate, a couple of 100,000 litres maybe. Now where's he going to go? Seriously. Buffoon. Now how much of what's just happened you will see, I don't know. I haven't decided how I'm going to edit this together. Now I'll be stuck. I'll see you when this is full. It's kind of working. Honestly, at this point I don't care. We have our first full load, 39,800 litres. We might, I don't know, what do you reckon? 200,000? 250? I don't know. Maybe that is overestimating. The beauty of me doing these three fields here right next to the sawmill and where we were storing our wood chip from doing logging, it means there's not far to go to transport, and it also means there's not going to be a lot of downtime for the harvester. There will be a bit of downtime, but nothing horrendous. This is all going to go into storage. Like I say, if we get a great demand at any point in the year, or if we get round to winter next year, but this is that fallback plan. It's making sure you've got something there in your back pocket just in case, like an insurance policy. If your crops fail, if something goes wrong, which we have had the last couple of years, you know you've got something in the bank. No, that should be on tip side back. That'd be quicker. Always one of those controls I never remember. Been playing this game for such a long time, and isn't it weird that changing between grain doors, tip side left, right, whatever, I can never remember that control. I need to write it down on a piece of paper, have it stuck on the bottom of my monitor or something. It's always quite scary as well how quickly it unloads rather than loads. That's the same with most crops, isn't it? So yeah, more jobs then. So not only have I got to finish off doing these fields then need to be re-prepped. Oh no, they regrow, don't they? Poplars. What am I talking about? The poplars regrow, don't they? Of course they do. Oh, that's what I'm worrying about then. I don't have to repurpose these fields. They'll need a bit of fertilising, but the poplars will regrow. Excellent. Bit of a funny angle at the moment, but we'll get there. So what I will then do is I'll see you when we've finished. Maybe there might be a little bit of maybe a montage or just a bit of a time lapse. Maybe, I don't know. Haven't quite decided. Let's do that. And then yeah, we'll see how much we end up with. Answer on a postcard, what do you reckon? I reckon maybe 200,000 litres. If we're lucky, we'll get 200,000 litres. If not, I honestly don't know what we'll get. Where are you going? What I can do from this position is do that. Yeah, soon a little while. I will get onto the cultivating stage. So I was lucky. I suddenly thought, oh, I must go over here, cultivate these fields. No, 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 no. Just fertiliser. Well, that took a bit longer than I thought it was going to. We got into a rhythm. I found my mojo. We got there. All done. All 3 fields cleared. They need to be fertilised now and let it regrow. We have got in the last load 34,064 litres. So what was your guess? What did you think we were going to have? I said about 200,000. So we'll take this load. I will come back later on and we'll sort out the greenhouses with the manure and the fruit trees. They need to be done, but I can do that off camera. Once this is unloaded, then we'll go and we'll get the... Do I fertilise first? I might fertilise first, then cultivate, I think. I can get all these fields done. The harvester and header will go back, whether they'll be collected or not, or whether I need to take them, I'm not too sure at the moment. Maybe they'll come and get them. Let's unload this and we'll see what we ended up with. It's not as much as I thought it would be, but it's not bad. And like I said, at the moment I think they're paying over 1,200 for 1,000 litres, which is an amazing price of wood chips. So I could sell it all now and still make a load of money. But I think if I get another great demand at over 2,000 for 1,000 litres, I double my money. I double whatever I've got in here. So what we'll do now is see what we ended up with. So Wow, 272,612 litres. So if I sold that now at 1,200, I'm going to make over 300,000. If I wait for the great demand, if I get a great demand this year, I might not get one. I didn't get any snow last year, so there's no reason why I'll get a great demand. Not that the two are linked, but I could be looking at, well, easily 600,000. So, again, well worth doing. Was it worth all the stress leading up to not knowing whether they were going to grow or not? Maybe not, and apologies for putting everyone through that. The Land Rover will need to come back. I'm going to take this. This is going to need a little bit of work, actually. Ooh. There is a local mechanic, actually, that comes out. We've got our little workshops, but does a bit of work every now and again. Not a local, called Pierre. Pierre comes and does a bit of work for us every now and again. So every now and again, if it's something I can't actually do, we can either take it into the actual main store and they can have a look at vehicles and machinery for us. But he's pretty good, pretty knowledgeable, and he'll come out and do a few bits and bobs. But finally, after all of that, we've got it sorted. Oh, actually, you know what I can do? I can show you, because I said about getting the new seed tank to put the exactor on, the trailed one. So we might as well get that out for a run. I'll get over these fields. Oh, actually, do these need to be... might need to be cultivated before I can put any more fertiliser down, potentially. Maybe we'll be cultivating first. But we have got some new fertilising jobs have become available, contracts locally. There are still baling ones, they're always there, they seem to be. And our sheep have been reproducing the last couple of days of winter. I'm sure we were on 53. We're on now on 70. Hang on, what are we on now? 72. So, more sheep. We are now in spring, which also means, what time is it? Nearly 4 o'clock. We should be getting wool again, shouldn't we? Just suddenly realised. How are we looking? Oh, blimey. Yes, we are. I'm going to need to get the skid steer loader back from the horse stables. Oh, that's the thing as well. Horse. And oop. Needs to be ridden today. I haven't done the daily riding. How very remiss of me. So I've got a load to sort out. You know what? I'm going to grab the fertiliser. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll go over to those two fields first. We'll get those done. Why did I pull in here? Not quite sure. I didn't mean to. I'll leave that there for a minute. So tucked away in here with my seeding and fertilising gear. I've got the new one. Look at that, the Sopima. I like that. 12,400 litres now in that combined. I will just have a quick try. I'll have a go. I don't think I can put over on this. Honestly, can't remember now what I did before. Start it up. No, just the bits I limed. So I need to cultivate that first and I can get another load on. Because the middle section I had previously done, that's not going to work. Okay, but the poplars I can sort out. So let's go over and get the poplars done. It's where we need to be at. So next episode will be the cultivating. I'm just thinking, yeah, temp's gone up, but the ground temperatures hasn't moved at all. I thought that might come up a little bit. Remembering that when I get into... now, do I take a chance to do soybean? I have been considering selling, but I think it sells the property as well, doesn't it? Let's have a quick look. If I do that, yeah, it does the entire property with our house on it. Field 51 has not been good to me. Maybe this year, do I try it again one more time and see if I can get a harvest off it? I have got all these new fields as well to do, so I don't think I'm going to buy any more now. Coupled with all of these we've got, I think I've got enough to be getting on with. I don't think I need any more at this point. Not without Well, I haven't got any hair left to pull out, to be honest with you, but I don't want to start pulling out my beard hair. Although that being said, the whole lockdown thing, blimey, looking like a wild man from the mountains. I think I do need to have a bit of a trim at some point. Let's get in there. Let's get some of this down. It looks so different, doesn't it? There we go. Now, hang on a minute. That's way narrower than it should be. What's happened with that? That's what I said before. It's the only problem with the Suprema. When you add it on the back, you lose the thing that tells you what the width is on it. And I bet that's changed. I bet I fiddled around with it, didn't I? Let's open up my menu. What's it set on? 24. No! 28, 32, 36, 40, 45 is where we want to be at. I thought that seemed a little bit narrow. Let's try that again. That's better. Blimey, this shouldn't be taking very long at all. It shouldn't be... That's way better. Brilliant stuff. And with the amount I've got in there, it does mean I can bounce from field to field to field and then pick up some contract bits here and there without having to come back to refill as many times. Progress, see, moving forward. The less time I have to keep coming backwards and forwards and refilling, the more productive I can be, the more money I can make. But we're doing all right. But this is, for me, again, this is another one kind of step forward. We're in year 3, spring year 3. I've never done a third year when I've done seasons before. So this is, you know, it's all new. It's all good. Get this one done. I'll go across to the next one. And then I'll come back around to the last bit on here. And then we'll grab the cultivator and we'll get some of that doing. Turn off a second. Turn back on. Marvellous. Marvellous. Couldn't be happier. So, with that, we have come to the end of this episode. I just want to carry on and on and on. I really do. I know that's not necessarily possible. I didn't end up doing the work on the tractor in the end, did I? So I was going to do some work. Give Pierre a shout and get him out to give us a hand. It does need a wash as well. It's looking horrendous. Look at the state of it. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you're still enjoying the series. If you are, if you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.